We still don't know how Epstein got so rich. New York City, 1980s. There are people who get rich in public. You see their company, their product, their success. And then there are people who get rich in the shadows. No spotlight, no clear story, no proof you can hold in your hands. Just money. Jeffrey Epstein was one of them. We still don't know how Epstein got so rich. The question no one can answer. Epstein is remembered for his crimes. But behind the headlines, there's another mystery. A quieter one. A financial one. Because the truth is, the public never got a clean explanation for his wealth. Not a full one. Not one that adds up. And that's rare. Because money leaves footprints. Unless someone is working very hard to erase them. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't born into power. No old money, no family empire. He wasn't the typical Wall Street story. In the early years, he was a teacher at an elite private school in New York. The kind of place where rich families send their children. The kind of place where connections matter more than resumes. And then he made a leap from classrooms to finance. Epstein worked at Bear Stearns in the 1970s, a major investment bank. He wasn't famous there. He wasn't known as a legendary trader, but Bear Stearns gave him something that mattered more than skill, access to wealthy clients, to elite circles, to the kind of rooms where deals happen quietly. And when Epstein left, he didn't just leave with experience. He left with names. One name appears again and again. Leslie Wexner, the billionaire behind Victoria's Secret. By the late 1980s, Epstein was close to Wexner. Not business card close, not we met at a party close. This was a relationship that went deep. Reports describe Epstein as a financial advisor, a manager, a trusted figure inside Wexner's world. And at one point, Epstein was given something extremely rare: power of attorney, meaning he could make financial decisions on Wexner's behalf. That is not normal. Not in billionaire circles, not ever. If Epstein was managing a billionaire's money, then yes, he could have been paid well. He could have gained assets. He could have built a fortune. But even that explanation has a problem. Because Epstein's lifestyle wasn't rich, it was untouchable. Private jets, multiple luxury properties, staff, security, travel. A life that costs millions just to maintain. So the question becomes, was he a wealthy advisor or something else? Because Epstein didn't just have money, he had access. And access is its own kind of currency. Epstein claimed he ran a private financial business. He reportedly told people he only worked with clients worth $1 billion or more. He said he managed money. He said he invested. But unlike most financial giants, Epstein didn't have a clear public record. No transparent hedge fund, no famous track record, no clear list of clients. Just whispers, rumors, and the same vague description repeated for decades. He works with very wealthy people. This is where the story starts to feel unreal. Because Epstein wasn't just near wealth, he was near power. Politicians, billionaires, academics, celebrities, royalty. And the more famous his connections became, the harder it was to separate the money from the influence. Because in some circles, money isn't the reward, it's the tool. A tool to gain entry, to buy loyalty, to control the room. And when people asked how Epstein could afford it, there was never a clean answer. When the story has gaps, people fill them. Some believe Epstein was running a blackmail operation. Some believe he was involved with intelligence services. Some believe he was laundering money. But here's what matters. Most of these claims remain unproven. What we can say is simpler and still disturbing. Epstein built a world where powerful people came close to risk, to secrecy, to vulnerability. And in a world like that, information becomes valuable. Leverage becomes valuable. Silence becomes valuable. And money can move in ways that don't look like a normal business. Even after Epstein's arrest, even after public outrage, even after his death, there was never a single moment where the world got a complete list of clients, a clean financial audit, a full explanation of his wealth. No, this is exactly how he made his fortune. Instead, we got fragments, pieces, and an unsettling reality. A man who lived like a billionaire, left behind a financial story that still doesn't fully exist in public. Jeffrey Epstein is gone. But the question remains, not because it's gossip, not because it's curiosity, but because the answer could reveal something bigger than one man. It could reveal how wealth and power protect each other, how systems stay closed, and how someone with no clear business can still live above the rules. We still don't know how Epstein got so rich, and maybe that mystery is part of the story.